Welcome to the Rise to Thrive podcast with Matt
and Brooke,
where we embrace what it means to be human and explore how to become the most expansive versions of ourselves through vitality, connection, and play.
Expect honest conversations, transformative stories, and playful shenanigans as we unpack what it means to claim a life of your own creation.
Ready? Let's rise. And just like that, we're live.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome to, if you're listening to this, you're going to be hearing one of our first few episodes of this brand new podcast.
Rise to Thrive with Matt and Brooke.
Yeah. The name is, it's a running work in progress. What do they say?
It's a mission. It's a brand. It's a ministry. It's many things because we are many things. Very multifaceted human beings, I would say.
That's true. But I just mean the name of the podcast.
Oh.
We're gonna see what it's gonna be called.
That's true. But right now.
If you're watching this is probably one of the first 5 episodes. If we even release it, I mean, I guess we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. We're gonna get some feedback and we will see if we like it.
How do you guys feel about ASMR? I mean, and drinking this tea in the mic.
Yum.
Either that's
so
going to
nice.
be super crunchy in your ear tubes or you're going to absolutely hate that.
That is some chai rooibos.
Chai rooibos.
One of my favorite teas right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we really wanted to share a bit more about what transpired over our beautiful, magical, wonderful, mystical New Year's Eve experience here in Joshua Tree.
Yeah, just given that it's like the second week, I think, of the new year, we thought it was a good time and a good opportunity to share a bit about our New Year's Eve story, since we've had such a magical experience with such great people.
And it's really allowed us to reflect on what New Year's Eve used to look like for us and what a typical New Year's Eve is in this Western modern society where it's filled with drinking and booze and partying and forgetting what your night even looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And we found ourselves just strolling through the grocery store with a handful of friends, so innocent, shopping for organic produce, figuring out what it was that we wanted to put into our nourishing soup.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was cool. I was like, dude, we're out in the store right now, like shopping for wholesome ingredients while most people are out shopping for alcohol.
Yeah, where were we before we went there?
That day?
Were we all at the pickleball courts?
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
we made it a point to, me and Matt love playing pickleball. So shout out to pickleball. If you like playing pickleball, we see you. We love you. We know it's an amazing sport and we probably won't shut up about it, but we will after this short little comment about how we were playing pickleball.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had about, what do we have? 7? There were 7 of us out here in Joshua Tree, California, out in the desert. We've had the privilege of being on some magical land out here, and we've been facilitating or helping facilitate for a couple of retreats out here, and we're doing all the chefing and all the cooking, and we can talk about that maybe at another time. But while we've been out here, we had the opportunity to invite some friends over for New Year's to spend it on this awesome property. So
5 brave souls heeded the call.
Yep.
And they made the trek out to the desert, and it wasn't even sunny. One of their new friends came from Canada and was really expecting California to be all sunny and hot and warm and what you see in the movies, and that was not the vibe.
Yeah.
Especially for New Year's. It was rainy the entire time.
It was one of the, as they say out here, one of the 10 days where they don't have sunshine and blue skies in Joshua Tree.
But we brought the sunshine because that's what we do. So 5 amazing humans came out. One we didn't know at all. It was a partner of one of our dear friends. Mm-hmm. And then another man we had met at a van life gathering who we didn't know too much about, but we just felt a resonance with. And he came out and wanted to spend the New Year's with us. And we really blew his world up.
I think so.
in a great way. I mean, not to like toot our own horn or anything, but he had a great experience.
Yeah.
And we all did, not just him.
But anyway, going back to that day, that wholesome afternoon, yeah, we were not going to compromise on missing any of our opportunities to play pickleball. So, we usually play on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Mondays and Thursdays. And naturally, Brooke and I were out at the courts doing our usual thing for 3 hours. And we invited our friends to join us, and come out and experience the game for the first time. So we played some pickleball, and then after they had a really good experience and actually got gifted a couple of free paddles from one of our community friends out here, which was a huge score. Instead of heading to the liquor store to go stock up on cases of liquor and cases of beer, we found ourselves at one of our favorite stores. If you know, you know. Grocery outlet.
Bargain Market. Used to hate that store. Thought it was cheap and weird and kind of, I don't know. When I was young, I was like, what is a store? But now I love it. Thank you, Mom, for taking me there, because now I am a regular super fan. That's right.
I mean, we don't have stores like that in Canada. So, ever since I've been exposed to it, I'm like, what? You can get high quality organic produce there for a fraction of the cost.
That's right. So, plugging Grocery Outlet. If you've never gone, highly recommend.
This is not sponsored, but if you'd like to sponsor us, please reach out.
True. So anyway,
yeah, we found ourselves in the grocery store. Hilarious. Everybody met up at the grocery store. We did a little convoy, and we're all going through the grocery store planning our wholesome New Year's Eve meal. We decided to make some soup because we've been super into soup
fans
these days. Nothing slaps, dude, like a freaking soup in the fall or the winter.
It's a gift that keeps on giving, everyone.
Yeah. And
Truly.
we've been obsessed with this like farmhouse soup that we've been making lately. And so, yeah, we decided that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a nice wholesome soup. Everybody's going to add their little accoutrements and contributions, and we're going to co-create this awesome meal for New Year's Eve, like we do when we gather with our people.
So they showed up, and they said, how can we help support this co-creation? So the whole soup experience, first of all, was like, I was the delegator. I had the vision, and then we had the hands coming in, chopping veggies, being the sous chef, and then we had our good friend Ty come in, because he's an amazing chef, and he just finished it off. He salted it just right. He flavored it right, and boom, bada bang. It was community soup.
Community soup. What else do we have with that soup?
And Barry.
Oh, yeah, Barry came through. Our new friend Barry. He had a brand new Instapot.
That's right.
And I think he christened it with his own little bean soup medley.
Yeah, it was like a smoky bean soup. So we had 2 soups.
2 soups for the price of one.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we sat down and we all had our soup. And we set the table and we blessed it, as we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Sharing and blessing our food is so important, just to honor life and creator and where our food has come from, and all the hands and all the hearts and all the elements and all the energy it took to get that soup to our bowls, into our mouths, into our bellies, to nourish our soul and to nourish our friendship.
Yeah, and I just want to touch on like a really important piece that I think many of us have heard is like how you ring in your new year is like kind of how you're setting the tone for the rest of your year to come. And I just really love how, we get so much joy from breaking bread with people and sharing a table and, bringing our food, because we love to cook and be creative in the kitchen, bringing that to other people and seeing their reactions and their experience. But it felt really good to be, starting our new year off that way, sharing around a big table and food we've all contributed to and infused with our own love. And it was a beautiful way to kick things off, I think, for the evening.
Yeah, and like we said, not everyone knew each other. It's like we had different friends come from different, communities
Right.
and things. So it was like really a melting pot. It was a soup. We were the soup.
We were the soup. It was a soup of our communities,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Creating more soup. And something that we like to bring in, or we just got this new game. It's called Best Self Deeper Talk for like icebreakers. And this is such a great game to have because it goes really well with getting to know each other on a deeper level, being more, sharing some deep stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, we first played it at another van gathering last year with some complete strangers, and it was really powerful because it drops you into some authentic conversation really, really quickly. And if everybody's down and game to go to those places, you can, it just creates such a stimulating conversation and such connection right off the bat. So.
Right, like not surface level. Like I mean,
where are you from, and
blah, blah,
where are you
blah.
going next? And yeah, we have those conversations too. But this is the juicy shit that I absolutely love, especially with new people. There's just such an opportunity to get to know what they're made of.
Yeah, and where they come from and their experiences and what it means to be human for them, and just sharing ideas and perspectives and being able to all kind of like mastermind in a way it turned into. It's like one question can lead to so many different, ideas and ways of looking at things that one of us maybe didn't think about before, and perspectives. And it was just really cool to watch this like amoeba kind of move and things start to take shape in a fun way.
Yeah.
But deep and authentic and real, and like that's the juice that we like is going deep with people.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. I mean, we got to dive into some good conversation that way. And then I guess we kind of decided that we were going to kind of co-create a bit of kind of like a retreat style situation, like a mini evening retreat where, everybody decided who wanted to decided that they would take some space to offer something, make an offering to the group, lead them through a practice, or contribute something to the space.
Yeah, and that's like something that's so rad that all of our humans in our lives, like we all have something really magical to share, to offer. And so naturally we created this whole experience together where one of our friends, she shared an embodied dance movement practice. I shared some poetry that related to dance. And then our friend Ty took us into a deep breathwork ceremony. And then we came out of that and shared all the things that came up for us. And then we all sat around this amazing bowl of water that we infused with crystals and a floating candle. And our friend Anaya she brought with this like, dissolving paper. So you put the paper in the water and it dissolves. So we all wrote our intentions and our prayers and some poetry, whatever it was that we wanted to share for the new year. And we all wrote that, took some time, and then we shared it with one another, and we placed it into the bowl of water, and then we got all weird with it, and we're like making all these noises and dolphin sounds and whatever we wanted to request that the community infuse into the water bowl.
Yeah, everybody got the chance to say like what sound they wanted the group to make to charge up and infuse, to send their intentions on the way into the water. And it was such a cool way to do intention setting. I mean, I'm sure many people listening have done something similar where they've set intentions of things they want to let go or things they're calling in for the new year. But, Anaya bringing that paper and having done a similar kind of water ceremony, I mean, it was a really cool way to do it. And we all know, well, not all of us know, but some of us know the power of water and the memory that water holds. And when you provide water with an intention, or, you write down a certain word or whatnot, it restructures the water to those intentions. So being able to do that collectively and create another soup, water, paper soup, intention soup, was really cool. And then that kind of became the center of focus for the rest of our like evening ceremony.
Yeah, we remembered the water bowl as we transitioned into
different spaces. Like as we moved spaces, because we're on this awesome property, moving from one house to another, area, to the yurt, where we had a bit of a dance party.
Yeah, we brought out the fire. We were spinning fire out there. We had the music going. Like there was like a whole collective of us like trying to DJ all at once. It's like it was all just community guided. Like we all came in where we were needed. We all shared. We all got to put in something, and it was cool. I think our friend noticed. He's like, I'd like see all you guys come together and you'd be like on the phones trying to choose the next song, and then you choose a song and then you disperse and start dancing and then you come together for the next song. And it was just this, again, like this moving, changing, pulsing, I don't know, amoeba, like, I don't know why I'm using, I think
you love amoebas.
I don't know. I think like going to shows and watching like the music and the audience and the DJ, like this pulsing, moving organism just makes me think of an amoeba.
Yeah. And when I think of ceremony and my experiences in ceremony is it becomes such a collective entity. Like you merge and you commit to this very intentional present time. It has a beginning, it has an end. And during that time, you kind of become one and become this like you said, it's like this, I picture like this collective of cells that are all merged, and to watch this thing take form and evolve and move through time and space was really cool because there were so many different spaces. Physically, we went to different places on the property. We were outside, we were in the big house, we were out in the yurt. You guys were doing the fire thing, and at the same time emotional spaces. And like one moment we're dancing hard and playing and like being silly and rolling around on the ground and having a freaking pillow fight. And then the next moment we're, laying on the ground and like decompressing and like letting the energy kind of, come down a bit from the intensity and ground and settle and just having quiet moments
and just having like deep conversations one-on-one throughout the night. It's like that was something that I really enjoyed about having such an intimate group, was that the people I didn't get to know, I get to have one-on-one time and get to really share intimately with individuals, and we get to come together as a group. So it was cool. Like I'm dancing and enjoying my time, and I'm looking down, and Matt and Barry are like holding each other on the ground in this like deep conversation, and they're laughing and smiling and crying and all the things, so it's like it's a full spectrum of experiences. It's deep, it's emotional, but it's playful, it's joyful, it's connection, it's love, it's sorrow, it's grief, all the things that come up in all these spaces, and to be able to all hold that for one another is really special.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest contrast, or one of the big contrasts between like a night where you numb out and drink alcohol and get drunk and completely forget everything. It's like our intention was to be even more present, to put our, our text messages aside and our emails aside, and to really be here fully and what that creates. And creating that intentionality, the safety in this container that we're, in for the evening, it does create the space for people to share, the hard things from the year and the things that might be alive and present, but also, like you said, laugh, play, be like children. And that's the shit I love, the full spectrum of human being. If you could be a total weirdo with us, and a goofball and a kid, and just play and be silly, but also like full presence, drop in, and share like real stuff or things you're struggling with. And we can all see each other in our humanity is like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're so blessed with the amazing humans we've attracted.
Yeah.
And this is just a small group of them, but many
it shows.
Real ones.
It's like the circle gets smaller as we continue to, refine ourselves and to make these choices that are no longer or to make choices that are more aligned with who we want to be. Mm-hmm. It's like, the drinking and all that. I've been there. I've partied. I've done the things. I've, not forgotten, or I've forgotten many of my nights back in the day. And it's like, and now being able to be in a space where I don't even have the desire. I think we popped a bottle of champagne just for the celebration of it,
yeah.
you know? And then we had one little cup. Oh yeah, we had tea too in our little teacups, and we had one little shot of champagne. And that was it. But I wasn't thinking about that. And like, not to, you know, not saying like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't be drinking alcohol, but it's more the what are we using it for? You know, where it's like using alcohol as this kind of facade of connection when it's really just numbing us out.
Yeah.
But people, I think, I don't know, it's like they're not comfortable in who they are, or afraid to be who they are in fear that they'll be judged for who they are and their authentic expression. So they have to put on this mask to numb themselves or to dim down their light a little bit. And I don't know, I mean, I think it's very multifaceted.
Definitely. And different for different people.
Yeah.
But yeah, the social lubricant, the liquid courage, whatever it is, you know, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, for me, that reveals like when you're comfortable with your own weirdo that you are, you know.
It's celebrated by other weirdos that are like, the weirdo in me sees and honors and plays with the weirdo in you.
Right.
And that's what I love. And that we can go to the depths of what it means to be a human being. And we can also go to the highs of the high and just feel all of it. And that's really what this is all about. That's what this whole podcast is really all about, is being able to, you know, be in human being training.
Love it.
It's not always easy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we just wanted to come on quick and share some highlights from that experience, and maybe it triggers some reflections on how you spent your New Year's. You know, who are the people you were with? How did you ring it in? Are there habits and things that maybe you're realizing now I don't want to bring into my next New Year's Eve? Or maybe you're like giving yourself a pat on the back. You're like, I'm really proud of how I chose to spend it and who I chose to spend it with, and the intentionality that you brought, you know. None of this to say, you know, we're better than anybody, but I'm just kind of reflecting on, you know, my past self and my past experiences, and even New Year's where I'm like, oh, I don't really care too much about New Year's, whatever we do. And then I end up, you know, doing nothing. Like I've had a couple where I've done nothing, or I've, you know, kind of squandered it and not been as intentional, but just like survived it or like got through it. You know, it's just another day and this and that. And yeah, that was some way for me of avoiding, you know, disappointment, or avoiding taking responsibility for creating something magical. But I think it's really cool to put in that little bit of effort, and when you got a good group and everybody's down to do it together, then it's like, it's not all on one person to be like, oh, I gotta plan this whole thing for everyone. You know, it's like when we come together, magic happens. Like this proved it.
Right. Like we all, I remember the moment we all sat down like in the circle ready for like things to happen, and we're all kind of like, we all just kind of laughed because no one was really leading. Like it was this moment of like, oh yeah, like we're here to do some stuff. And then we all, you know, figured it out. But like we had a whole experience just with a blank slate, you know, coming and just being like, what is it that lights you up? What is it that you want to bring to the community, to the night, to the evening? And this can be applied not only to New Year's Eve. And New Year's, I mean, in some, you know, other traditions, like in cultures and whatever, it's not even technically the new year. Right. Until the spring. It's like, it's still dark, it's still winter, so it doesn't really feel like a time for like spring coming in, new
planting
renewal,
new seeds,
like so to honor that, to honor the darkness and the shadow, and that to do nothing is also perfect.
100%. And I know we didn't really fully bring it full circle with the water, but the water bowl followed us, and we danced around it. We charged it up with so much good energy on the D floor, and, you know, to wind to wind things up at the end.
We yummed into it very...
Oh, yeah, we did yum hard.
Yum! Which is what we do with our food as well.
Yeah.
We do one big collective yum. And it literally does something to your mouth. I don't know the scientific... There's no science behind this, but it literally makes you drool. Like, saliva starts coming out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've almost drooled multiple times, depending on how long I'm yumming for. But we really blessed it up, and then we all took it to one of the Joshua trees here on the land, and we sang, and...
Yeah, we each had an opportunity to pour a little and offer it to the tree and send those intentions into the earth, and it was very cool. After Anaya and you, right? You guys put some strategic lights all around those trees.
Yeah. We tried to like light up these Joshua trees with these cool lights that Anaya got, and it was like not as fantastic as we had hoped for it to be. I think because it was really foggy and rainy and stuff.
I mean,
but
that still made it
whatever,
so mystical.
Yeah, and the intention behind everything, it was just so sweet. It's like even something as simple as that. It's like bringing the lights, bringing the vibe, creating the space, you know, which our friend and I is like amazing at. So grateful because she always like brings the rugs and the cozy things to festivals, and you know, it wouldn't be
a vibe, as much of a vibe. It would just be a lot colder.
Yeah.
Of an experience without her.
So even if you don't feel like, oh my God, I have a gift to share, or like I have to teach breath work or whatever, I have some modality, some offering, you know, which is something that I always struggle with is like, oh my gosh, I need to be offering something. Something as simple as bringing the lights, offering to chop vegetables, you know, making tea for everyone, bringing people water when you know that they're dehydrated, just looking out and taking care of your family.
Yeah. And that was really felt, just how much everybody in their own way and their own flavor just took care of one another. And it's such for me, it's a reminder of what's possible in living everyday life, where we're all just taking care of each other.
Yeah, meeting each other's needs.
Meeting each other's needs. Helping each other get their needs met.
Walking each other home, like Ram Dass says.
Yes.
So, there you have it.
There's
a little recap.
Little recap of our New Year's. Hopefully it caused some insightful reflection. And if not, that's okay too. Because that's not what we're here for.
That's right.
We're just here to share a little bit of our slice of life with y'all and our adventures and, you know, sharing some breakthroughs and adventures and health journeys and all sorts of stuff. And we thought this might be a good way to kick things off in the first few episodes. So
thank you for listening if you made it this far. We appreciate you. We don't know you. Maybe we do, but we love you.
And we'll hopefully see you soon.
All right.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Adios.
Bye.